Welcome back, May1st 931ers. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, and we are now live at Supreme Building. And I have, of course, I'm your host, Kelly Walker Slaughter.
I'm Reese Moore.
Sheriff Jack Matheny.
And we are fully loaded, literally, because we had to bring the sheriff on today for some loaded questions today. But, of course, I want to say once again, thanks to first and foremost to Brett Simmons for letting me come out to Mud Bums this morning and talk about Back to the Strip and the huge concert series that they are having. But before I get to going, I got to always give a shout out to my sponsors as well. I want to say thanks again to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors. Currently in downtown McMinnville, it is 59 degrees. Now, it is going to be cloudy, but it's pretty nice outside. I don't mind this weather whatsoever. But today's high will be 67, and tonight's low is 44. So if you are playing any of those city or county ball games, you may want to bundle up in case of. You just never know. And if anybody's wondering about if it's going to rain today, I'm seeing nothing today, but it does look like the weather forecast as far as rain goes, it's pushed back until next week on Tuesdays, Wednesday, and Thursday. So not too shabby. I know that as from a nursery wife's perspective, we needed a little bit more rain for the nursery folks, but I do apologize for that. But good morning, y'all.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are we doing?
Well,
Can't complain.
Can't complain. And I know that me and Jackie are getting ready to go to the Reagan Day dinner tonight. What are you looking forward to in tonight's thing?
I'm looking forward to listening to Tim talk tonight.
Right. I see him online,
Right.
and he just fires me, not in a bad way. Like, you know when you need that hype guy? Like, I think Tim Burchett's that guy. Like, let's go.
So I'm looking forward to listening to him speak tonight.
Okay. And then, as always, too, I know I'm missing a ball game tonight, so good luck to the May1st 931 team in the 11 and 12-year-old league. Do y'all have people playing?
I do. My son, Jace, he's playing tonight at 5:30?
5:30.
5:30, same, 5:30 as well.
Same as Ryan's son.
So are you going to be going cheering them on tonight?
5:30, 100%.
Okay.
We've got to have Reese at the ball.
Is he y'all's like good luck charm?
He is.
No, I'm not a good luck charm. I'm just loud.
He gets everybody pumped up.
I love it.
People would always say when mine was playing, they would always say, "Oh, we always know where it's filled." When I hear Reese hollering and screaming.
Oh my gosh.
They just listen for me.
I love it. Hey, sometimes you need that. You're their hype guy.
That's right.
Like, let's go. Because at the end of the day, we all know as parents, our own kids do not listen to us, but they will listen to a stranger. In a sense,
That's right.
But with that said, I asked Jackie to come on the show again with us today because there's been just a lot of chatter and banter about, of misconceptions of what goes on at the sheriff's department. And I don't know how much time we got, so I'm going to try to use as much. But I wanted to start off with just starting about, like, what got you started, like, as a young child, seeing your dad. Like, how did you decide or see in your childhood, about law enforcement? Like, did you know as a child you wanted to do this?
When I was a child, of course, my dad was a city police officer.
Mm-hmm.
And so I basically lived up at the city police department at the Old Blue building.
Right.
It was
back in the day.
It was the basement there area or whatever. Yeah. And so I grew up around, Brian Denton, Virgil Jones, John Officer, Chuck Stone, all those people, and my dad, I think it was 1985, somewhere around in there, my dad got shot. And I just remember how they treated me. And we was like family when I was a kid. I remember Virgil Jones coming and getting us and taking us to eat while my dad was in the hospital, and taking us to get ice cream and stuff like that. And I just always remembered that and how, they took care of us, and it was just kind of a family. And so I've always, gravitated toward that. Law enforcement's all I know. My baseball career, when I got out of high school, I played at Montlow, and the coach told me that I was as slow as a three-legged turtle. Have you ever heard that?
I have.
Well, so
you're going to use that tonight, aren't you, Reese?
I won't do that.
I knew that my baseball career probably wasn't going further than
professional career was not in your cards.
Probably not going to the majors. But I come home and got come to work. Started out as a jailer, worked my way up to a deputy, and then I went to an investigator, and ended up working sometime in Manchester. Started at the bottom again, worked my way up to detective, and then I was over the investigation division there at Manchester. And then I come home, worked with the district attorney's office for 3 years, and decided to run for sheriff.
Yeah. And with that, like going back, did you always know that you wanted to serve Warren County? Did you did you know this was your calling, or
There was no doubt that I wanted to work in Warren County because Warren County is my home, and I'm raising my kids here.
Yeah.
And I want to help people, from my home county. So I'm glad to be able to do that. When, I was able to get throughout my career, I've got a lot of training that I've been able to go to.
Yeah.
I'm a graduate from the University of Tennessee Knoxville Forensic Academy. I went to the Northwestern School of Staff and Command. And, over the years, I've got all this training up to a point, and it's like, do I want to make I made that decision. I've done this in my whole career, and I want to give back and see if I can help my community and make my community a better place.
And talking back about, all the leaders that you see, did any of those lessons early on in your early years shape you to how you lead today?
Most of all those people that I even mentioned earlier, my dad, Brian Denton, Chuck Stone, Virgil Jones, just because you put a badge on, don't make you special.
Right.
We're not better than anybody. And
you brush your teeth, put your pants on the same way we do.
We make mistakes. We're just like everybody else. I'm a sinner. I sin every day.
We all do, by the way.
We all do.
Newsflash.
There's nobody perfect. But I always took that badge just to, it's to protect and serve and try to help the community. We're no better than everybody, no better than anybody else. And that's some of the, one of the big lessons that I learned around these people, because they was very community oriented and involved in the community. And, and I think that we have done that and continue that.
And with the foundations that have shaped you to how you're doing it today, like approaching today, how has policies, the policing, I should say, the policing changed since now? Have you seen?
When I first started, they would give us a few quarters and we'd have to use, pay phones to call in to dispatch.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. So
that was a thing. Okay.
So it went from pay phones to pagers to cell phones, since, I've been in law enforcement. We went from handwritten reports to you doing your reports on computers. So we've had a big change over these, 28 years that I've been in law enforcement. I guess the major thing too is just how law enforcement has kind of gotten beat up over the, we're scrutinized, everybody watches everything that we do.
Oh yeah.
Everything that we say, and we're scrutinized over that more than 25 years ago, I would say.
Yeah.
We didn't have social media back then.
That
was rampant, and of course,
03.
Everybody gets hit on social media, especially if you're in politics.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
those keyboard warriors.
you get hit by the keyboard warriors, and a lot of times they don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But that were some of the bigger changes over my career that I've seen. We've got to bring back that. One thing that I want to focus on is that public trust.
Yeah.
And bringing back public trust in law enforcement, being transparent. And I think that I have done that since I've been sheriff.
Yeah. And another one thing I do want to tap on as parents, one thing parents talk to me often about is like the school safety. And walk us through what has been implemented and what's happening right now to keep kids or students, I should say, safe.
I've got 2 children that attend Dibble Elementary. And so every school year I get that uneasy feeling, in my gut because, our children are our most vulnerable and we want to protect them.
Yeah.
And since, I've been sheriff, we've added school resource officers. The school is actually put another resource officer in the budget. And we're hoping to add
I saw that. I was at that meeting.
So hopefully we'll have more than one officer at some of the bigger schools. That has happened over our time. And, when we put in a lot of training, since I've been there, we've had several disaster or active shooter drills. We just got done doing one at Dearborn Elementary. It's probably been about a month ago, just to keep us on our toes, see what our response time is, and see what we can do better. You know, we had a reunification drill where we actually put the kids on the bus and took them to the Milner Center and see how that works and try to just, you know,
work out the
kinks, see how things are going to go. Because in reality, when something like that happens, it's going to be chaos. And you've got to just try to
be
control
prepared.
that. You got to try to control that chaos.
So this is what you're talking about, like with the training and the emergency preparedness.
Yes.
Is it? And then the other thing is with students and kids in general, whatever age it may be, this is not just a security thing. You want the officers, the SRO officers, to have personal connections with these kids, right?
Right, and that's the whole thing. I mean, we need to have personal connections with the children. Our SROs teach the STRONG program that's in the elementary schools. You know, and a lot of that, I mean, if you don't get anything out of the STRONG program, if it breaks down barriers, if it breaks down, you know, or create relationships with that SRO officer, that might be the student that goes to somebody and says, hey, this guy's brought a gun to school and you need to take care of it. You know, that's the main goal. Create relationships with our children.
Communications. Yes, I love that. And speaking of communications, how important is it to have communications between the schools and the sheriff's department?
Oh, I mean, we have to have that line of communication.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Grant has talked this week.
I was going to ask,
actually. So if we have any issues, we reach out to one another. I think we have a good relationship. You know, also going back on the school safety issue, you know, we have Ray Robinson and we have Homeland Security agents now too that's assigned to our county. I think Jared Jacobs is Homeland Security here. We got Jarvis Johnson in Van Buren, and we got Holden and Candy, but they take care of pretty much all three counties. And so they're going to the schools and making sure that we are doing the things in the schools, making sure that they're safe, you know, and making sure that they're getting the tools that they need to keep our kids safe. I think that Warren County is, if you travel around, we're doing a pretty good job in that sense.
And the last thing I want to talk about with school safety is there's so many programs coming up now. You know, we talk about Key Ford is going in the classrooms now, or in the school systems and talking to kids. Michael DeLeon is starting to slowly go around and talk about, you know, with the Cranum, and then, you know, and then Key's thing is see something, say something, do something. I can't remember. It's like something
like that.
Yeah.
Say something.
Hear something, say something. Right. Yeah. Hear, say, or do. I can't remember. But with the technology and the programs added, how is that improving the safety of the kids as well? Do you feel, in your opinion?
Are you talking about the
programs?
The programs coming in
with the technology.
I think that the more Keys in there, the more Michael DeLeon's in there, the more that we have time with the children and education. It's about educating these kids. I mean, that's where it's at. I mean, if we're educated, it makes everybody stronger. Yeah. And with the kids too. And I know that some people believe that we shouldn't talk to kids about that, but I'm telling you, when I'm in there talking to, we're talking to kids, it ain't just about, we're not in there just beating their heads about drugs. No. It's other things, bullying, social media, things like that. And that it's very important. But, you know, kids that's in the 5th grade, you know, when we talk to them, we ask them, you know, do you know anybody that does methamphetamine or had anybody in the family? You know, everybody's raising their hand. So, you know, we're in there talking to them. I think education is key, you know, and changing. We need a generational change. Yeah. You know, that, hey, we're not going to do drugs. Yeah. And last thing, because I know we got to get you out of here, but people often hear about safety when something goes wrong. Can you just reemphasize on a lot of the things that happen behind the scenes, whether it's with the schools, crime related, you know, things like that? Well, there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes, and a lot of law enforcement is, reactive. Like something happens, we go investigate it, we put the bad people in jail. But one thing that, I want to do is be proactive. And that's some of the things that we have started, the drone program, the flock system. I know why we get hit. I see on social media and they're like, hey, I'll pay somebody $1,000 to go take out these cameras. We're not out here for writing tickets or anything like that. It's for public safety. That's being proactive. Those type things. The digital siren alert system that we've talked about. Hopefully in the next few months we'll have that implemented. It's about saving lives.
I have downloaded mine. I'm waiting.
It's about saving lives. It's about trying to take care of the public, being proactive. And those are things that we've done. We've stepped up in that tech age, and we got to continue that.
We got to. Is there anything you thought about asking him, Reese?
Well, just sitting here listening to you all talk, I just kind of want to reiterate on what Sheriff said. We appreciate your service first and foremost. But I mean, I've gotten to know him a little bit. We've always known each other's family our whole lives growing up here. But just getting to know him more on a personal basis with his son and my nephew playing baseball, and he's just like everybody else. You can go talk to him about football, whatever, and he's gonna cut up with you about whatever. But I didn't realize how much you all did. It's not just pulling people over, writing tickets. It's going to gas stations, about what we talked about, the cranium or whatever it was a few weeks ago. Going to the schools, getting everybody. So I mean, so like you said, we're talking about the misconception that law enforcement has. Instead of being negative, we need to thank these folks for what they do, because there's a lot of after hours work that gets put in that I didn't really realize. Just like tomorrow, he'll be at the back to strip probably all day long tomorrow, getting set up and getting barriers and cones and public safety set up. So people don't realize, what Sheriff Matheny does and the hours that he puts in. I mean, and probably the phone calls he gets at night after hours about just a general somebody griping or complaining. He doesn't get paid for that, but I guarantee you he listens to him.
And there's been situations I've been in, and if I can't, I have him and a couple other my police friends on the speed dial, because I don't know if I can't. I know if it's not. Now listen, I know the difference between if it's a 911 situation or if it's a non-emergency. There's numbers for that. But when I need like immediate relief,
but think about you could call him, and if he can't answer, he's probably going to
tell me where to go
you or help you,
because I had a situation where I was shook up and and my friend that was with me couldn't knock me down, and I called him and he was like, no, I can tell you, I'm going to get on the phone, I'm going to handle this. And sure enough, in less than 10 minutes I had one of the officers come over and help the situation. And knock on wood, since that last one I called you on, that I have not had an issue.
And that means that goes a long way.
That's just what
he was talking about, being, community involvement, I mean, it's just.
And not every situation, let me understand. I understand this. Right. Not every situation I call can get fixed right away or ever, right? Because depending on the situation. But at the end of the day, the thing that reassures me is knowing that I can call somebody, whether it's you or somebody else.
We've tried real hard in the last 4 years to be community involved.
Yes.
We put a float in the Christmas parade. We have Christmas in the Village where, I pay for everybody to have a Christmas picture, just putting our officers out there, being involved in the community, being approachable to people. And I think that I am pretty approachable. I mean, I'm not just out here singing and just the jolly
or walking around with your dad or whatever.
But I do think, you're going to see me at ball fields. You're going to see me out. I said I was going to be the face of the department. I think I have, and I think I've been transparent. And if people have problems, I want them to call me.
Call you.
And see if I can help.
Yeah, I agree. And 9 times out of 10, when you are the boss of your department, they never, let's be honest, they never going to go and complain to you. They go to the person underneath or somebody else.
In my situation, they always tell you what you did wrong. They don't tell you what you did right. This is what you did. If they're going to complain, this is what you did. They're not going to say, hey, thanks for helping us out in this situation.
And the other thing is, before I let go, that I just thought about, I forgot to ask you, growing up, with all your grandpa, your dad, and everybody, at the end of the day, even though your name is, I have to say this, Jackie Matheny. We all grew up with Jackie Matheny Sr. But at the end of the day, you are not your dad.
I'm not my dad. My dad is a great man, and I do my best. I strive to be like him in a lot of ways, but I am different.
Yeah.
And, when I took sheriff, I pride myself because I did get the education. I think that I was very well trained and had the education to run for sheriff. I think that I've done things a little bit different than my dad did, but I mean, he is a good man, and he is he is my role model.
Yeah.
And, I do strive to be like him, but I am not Jackie Matheny Sr. I am Jackie Matheny Jr. And I have my own ideas and my own ways of doing things.
Yeah, your own thoughts. Exactly. Real quickly before we tell you goodbye, there's 2 comments made. Teddy.
They're all positive.
They're all positive. Yeah.
Wow.
They're all positive. Unless the bad ones haven't realized you're on the show yet. Your dad was my dad's best friend, Teddy Boyd. You followed your dad's footsteps by being sheriff, and I was county commissioner for 16 years. To see the departments had what they needed. Thank you for what you do.
I appreciate that.
And then Jason Dotson says Warren County only deserves the best, and that's Sheriff Jackie Matheny Jr. So.
Well, I know everybody has their opinion, but I will say this: I do try hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes.
Yeah.
My officers make mistakes, but I try to if we have a problem, we try to fix it. Give me that opportunity.
Resolve it.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. Well, guys, that has been a great conversation this morning with our Sheriff, Jackie Matheny Jr. Thanks again for coming on the show and coming in on short notice with me. But again, every time I get questions about stuff, I'm going to bring the source. At the end of the day, I mean, if I need to know about paint, Benjamin Moore paint and wood and stuff, I'm going to go to Reese. If I need to know about what crime and things are going on, I go to you. If I need to know what's going on in the county, I call Terry Bell. I'm like, this is what I do. Right. So, guys, we're going to take a quick short break for a commercial break from our sponsors. And when we get back, more things to come. I'm going to pick Reese's brain about the Kentucky Derby.
I'm fired. I got my notes ready.
And I can't wait to say the comments that were made yesterday. I'm not going to tell you what they are until you hear it. But, guys, remember Warren County, keep it first.
Coffee drive-thru located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville. When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
Some call it Pioneer Country.
Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Hi, this is Chris Chalpin, owner of Reddick Brown Ford right here in Morrison, Tennessee. In the nursery capital of the world, you need a truck that works as hard as you do. At Reddick Brown Ford, we understand growers, landscapers, and nursery owners because we serve Warren County every single day. From Ford Super Duty trucks to dependable commercial fleets, we help you haul, tow, and grow your business with confidence. Our team also knows your industry, your season, and your bottom line. So when it's time for your next work truck, don't go far from home. Reddick Brown Ford, proud to support the nursery community. Veteran-owned and operated right here in Warren County.
Taking out, we've got something for everyone. From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken pork. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Praters to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Praters Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
This is Tennessee, where every blade of grass tells a story and every lawn is a legacy. At McMinnville Lawn and Garden, we don't just sell equipment. We partner with you to protect what matters most. From Skag's finest zero turns to expert service that keeps your land looking its best. Because this is more than business. This is home. McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where Tennessee pride meets Tennessee quality.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder sugars or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Welcome back, May1st 931ers. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. Reese had to step away for just a bit, which is absolutely fine. I want to say thanks for everybody that's tuning in and watching us this morning, though. Great show today. Your friend T at Blue Links Corporation. Hey, are you the one that Reese was saying that you needed the link to? Nice to be on the show this morning. And then Danny Cummings says, CK, that check that fella beside you. I bet he's got warrants, LL. He's already left. I bet that's why he had to come and go as quickly as he did. He did bring a whole thing. Hello, Cody Jones. Good morning. Happy Friday, friends. Remember today, guys, you see I called Reese out and he left. Yes, you did. No, they actually had a couple people come in and he had to check some people out in the back. So that's where he's at right now. Remember today, guys, is TGI Friday, which means here at Supreme, every Mondays and Fridays, we do a prayer at the end of at the end of the shows. And so if you do have prayer requests, please feel free and put them out in the comments today for me and let me know who we need to be praying for. Again, there's so many folks out there in need of prayer. And you can even say unspoken. Whatever, I don't want to push anybody to, feel uncomfortable. But if you're out there and you don't even feel comfortable saying unspoken, I want you to know that we are here for you. We are with you, and we will definitely be praying for you this morning as well. Oh, there we go. I'm going to just scoot up a little bit this morning. So with that said, and we want to say thanks to Living Word Fellowship Church for being out. Did you get your paper? Oh, did you get your paper? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Reese is back. Danny Cummings was joking about you a minute ago, FY. And then T with Blue Links.
T Trouble.
Yeah, she said, good morning, this shout out. She said, great show this morning.
She's watching all the way from Nashville.
Oh, hey, from Nashville.
Tiade. She's my girl.
And then Danny Cummings says, check that feller beside you, which is you, and I bet he's got warrants on you. Yeah. But then he said, you see, I called Reese out and he left. I said Reese was working with some customers. Yes. So, and plus Reese was also back there, got a little taste. What did you get a little bite of?
I got a pinwheel, one of Mom's pinwheels.
Ooh.
She's got her famous homemade banana pudding today.
Oh my gosh. I bet it's so good.
She's going to bring you a plate up in a minute.
Yeah, me and her had a good moment. She goes, do you like the puppy dog? I said, I sure do. I don't like how it bites the hell out of my hair. Yeah. And she said it Hadley too. But again, puppy love, you can't beat it. But Of course, this weekend there's so many things going on, and one thing that I know nothing about, but Reese is going to educate me the best he can about the Kentucky Derby.
I don't know a lot about it, but before I start, I do hope Tiade can join us tomorrow evening. Kelly, you'll be
I'll
watching.
be there
You'll
for
be there. We're doing a crawfish boil at the house tomorrow evening. So Kelly and her husband Chris will be there. A few more folks will be there. I do hope T will be there.
Yeah.
As well. But you got the 3 races. You've got the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. So you've got 3 races. If the winner wins all 3, that it's a triple crown is what it is.
That's what they call at the end.
But the Derby is the first race of the season. And I think it's like every other weekend after that.
Okay.
But I just like the I've never been. But
of course it's in Kentucky.
But it is in Kentucky, obviously. But especially my daughter doesn't race, but her enjoying horses now, I find a new love for it. I don't gamble or bet on a horse, but I like to hear the stories.
You like to watch it.
I like to watch it. It's what does they say, like the fastest 2 minutes in sports, or something like that. But I just like to watch the horses. I like to read about them. I like to read about their pedigree. I like to train. I like to hear the stories of the trainers, the jockeys,
and how teeny tiny the jockeys are.
Oh, they're small.
They're teeny tiny.
They're small.
Because they have to be. Somebody said it. There's a science to it with the horse and the heavier the jockey,
the lighter the jockey, the
faster the horse. Yeah.
But it's just a fun. I don't know. It's just like I said, I've never been, but I don't know if I'd want to go be in the crowd. But it's just, to me, it's just fun to watch. I like to watch it all day, pretty much. So we're gonna start at about, I think, 2 or 3 to start getting ready to cook and turn the
We'll
TV
help you
on
cook
and have a good time, cook and eat and have fun. But but if anybody's got any favorites, please chime in. But obviously the favorite is Renegade. I think he's a 4-1 or 5-1 odd, but that's not my guy. I'm watching. I've got my eye on Further Ado, which that horse is. And I believe these horses are 3-year-olds. I think they're 3-year-old horses is what they are when they run the Derby. So they've only got 1 year to run. They've only got one shot at it.
They only have one time.
Well, I mean, because they'll age out. You might want to fact check me on that. But
I pulled up fun facts about the Derby.
3-year-old horses. So a lot of these horses were. Come on in here, Mom. Come on in here.
She's bringing me my. Thank you.
And speaking of Mom and Kelly, next weekend is Mother's Day, everyone. So let's not forget our mothers.
This is a nice little spread, Reese.
Weekend.
Who is?
Who?
Ronnie's birthday.
Oh, yes, Ronnie. Yeah, Ronnie's been ambassador at Supreme Building Products for over 5 years. Ronnie's a great guy. We love Ronnie.
So
I love Ronnie. But we appreciate Ronnie. But Mom, every time there's somebody's birthday, every Friday, she always asks whoever's birthday it is what they want for dessert. So, and Ronnie always loves banana. Most people like banana pudding, but she thinks banana pudding is always a fan's
so they're making it this weekend for them?
Yeah, but she's making it. She's making it tomorrow night too for the Derby, so you'll get a double dose.
I'll be eating that for sure.
But but anyway,
so good.
So I've got my eye on.
Oh.
Huh? Oh, okay. Well, just leave it. Just take it back there for him. But anyway, so the reason I've got my own Further Ado, the only thing I don't like about that makes me nervous about it is he's on the 18th post, which Renegade is on the 1 post. So he's going to have the inside.
Is that why he's favored?
No.
Is that a thing you want to be in the?
You want to be on the inside that way. The inside's a shorter route.
The inside.
Post. So
okay.
He drew the 1 post. So Renegade I believe there's 20 horses that run. So Renegades, if I'm not mistaken, is in the 18th gate. So that's going to put him on the outside road.
Oh, yeah.
But the trainer's Brad Cox, which he's a good trainer. You have Todd Fletcher, Bob Baffert, which those guys have been in for years. But the reason that Further Ado stuck out to me was the jockey, John Velasquez. So he's and it's not just the horse too. It's really the trainer too, or the jockey. And what's so neat about this is like these jockeys, like this is like the first time that I'm sure that John Velasquez is going to ride this horse. So he'll probably have him all week to work with him. But as far as like knowing how this horse runs, and he spends all week or whenever they get to Kentucky, whenever they get to the arena there, the track, he's riding. They have like a they'll have a jockey just kind of air the horse out, and then John will get on there. The main jockey will, and then they'll really start running. So just so the jockey gets a feel. Hey, does this horse like to get out early? Does this horse want to sit back? And then go at the end. So there's a lot of strategy, and that's what I like about it, because it's like, okay, you got this horse, you might have one horse leading the whole way, and then about the last quarter mile, all of a sudden you've got one in the back. Boom, they're charging up, and then that horse has to run through.
It's like they they hit the nitro button.
It's like they're in different gear. I mean, and then they're having to wade through all the other horses to get through that line, and then you got to read the angle. So it's but I like him because of John Velasquez. Because John Velasquez is a true and tried jockey. But my other horse that caught my eye is Commandment, which he's a 7-1.
7-1,
He's a 7-1 odd as well. But Brad Cox is once a trainer, not familiar with Louise Sayes, the jockey. But what caught my eye is the sire is the same sire as the sire to Renegade, which is Into Mischief. So Renegade sire Into Mischief, which is the fan favorite, is the same sire as Commandments.
Okay. So they're also saying the other contenders that are up for grabs. Chief Wallaby is a 9-1 odd.
Okay.
And then the Puma. 8-1.
Yeah. And then there's always a horse from Japan that comes in too.
Really?
Yeah, there's always a Japanese horse that comes in.
That's
Japanese
neat.
horse, Japanese owner, Japanese jockey.
Now, if anybody wants to know how this works, because I was looking all this up as he was talking to. So this is the 152nd Kentucky Derby. It's always held on the first Saturday of the month at Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky. It starts at 6:57 p.m. Eastern time. So Central would be 5:57. 5:57. Okay. And of course, he already mentioned Renegade, which is trained by Todd Petchler.
Todd Fletcher.
Yeah, and ridden by I read Ortiz Jr. is the favorite, as he said, as of May the 1st. And I was trying to scroll down even more. Tickets, these are fun facts. Infield general admission range, $137 to $163 a ticket. That's not that bad. I mean, depending on if you're just going by yourself, but if you're bringing like a crew, maybe. The Derby week runs from April the 25th through May the 2nd of events. You can see the event broadcasted on NBC. And going down the list again, Renegade, it says 5-1 odds shifted slightly from 4-1 on May 1st. Commandment 7-1, Chief Wallaby 9-1, Puma 8-1, and a Danon Bourbon 14-1. If that, again. And then, oh man, I missed the food. Yeah, you did, girl. Yeah, you did. You decided on a wrong day to go to work the other job. But important updates. Kentucky Oaks, the 2026 Oaks race that was on May 1st, it featured a later primetime slot, which post time was 7:40 last night. Betting.
May 1st is today.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So, I feel like today I've slept since then. So today is the Oaks one, and it's going to be aired at 7:40 p.m. So if you want to get a little taste of it, and then
more exposure then.
And official betting is always via Twin Spears or Spires. And then the attire.
You gotta love the bugle, because when the guy always comes out, and he's doing the little bugle.
And the attire, it says the 2026 style guide is available for fashion inspiration. There's a whole website if you want to do it, and you can click on the leaderboard. Again, as far as a fashionista myself, I always am into the hats because their dress may be whatever, a solid color, but the hat is where I want to. Yeah. So when you do your crawfish boil that you do, is people going to become dressed up in a hat, or is this?
I should say that, and you'd be the only one dressed up.
I know. That's what I was going to ask you, but thank you for being honest with me.
The best dress.
Best hat. All I would be is bringing a hat with my outfit, because I got to leave there to go back to the strip. But no.
They know where you went.
Yeah, you'll know. They'll know. Maybe I should get a hat just in case of, and then I can wear it, be like, and swap back and forth. Y'all could text me the updates for the race, and I can tell people on the show.
Tell people what's going on.
Yeah. But guys, no, whatever you may do, it's a jam-packed weekend, whether it's with the Kentucky Derby or if it's with the Back to the Strip, as well as going on with Back to the Strip. We know that this is the first time this has ever happened where the carnival is coming.
That's what Sheriff Matheny was saying.
Yeah. So if you miss the fair, now let me tell you, from my point of view, and this is just my opinion, I don't know how Reese feels about it. I feel like if we start doing the fair,
it waters it down.
Yeah, it loses its nostalgia, right?
No, yeah, it waters. It's not the fair.
I'm not against it, but I'm not for it either, right? Is that a fair, assessment? But for anybody that's going, good luck to you. I'll be at the Back to the Strip and enjoying those things. But again, I can't wait to see what people say about it. How it's supposed to be a little different.
The Back to the Strip is?
No, the carnival. It's not going to be the one. It's not going to be the fair.
They're not the carnival.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, is it going to at the fair?
Oh, is it?
It's going to be at the fair, at the fairgrounds. Yeah, they already started setting up this week. You can do a drive-by. It's going to be at where the Midway is going to be.
Work to set up for like one weekend.
Well, it's 2 weekends. It's this weekend and next weekend. It's Mother's Day weekend too. So yeah. So if you can't go this weekend, go next weekend. I don't suggest it being a Mother Day takeout, but
unless that's your thing.
I've already put in my 3 things I want to do for Mother's Day next week. So either do nothing, take the kids away for a few hours, or take me to Murfreesboro at my favorite steak place. And then I like the Chop House. You can't beat it.
We're grilling steaks. We're grilling steaks for Mom.
Is that what Miss Jane wants? Is she going to cook though a little bit? Because my mom always cooks. No? Okay. And always though, my mom, when we do Mother's Day on Sunday, she always cooks. That's her thing. She wants to cook the food, which is fun. It's absolutely fun.
Hey, she's got her kids with her family. That's what she wants.
Yeah, we're going to go up to the River House and eat supper with Mama. We're going to take a quick break from a word from our sponsors, but when we come back, more things to come. And to Sydney and everybody that's commenting on the show this morning, thank you so much. Keep the comments coming, and don't forget, today is the day that we're going to do a word of prayer at the end of the show, sponsored by the Living Word Fellowship Church. If you have a prayer request you want us to get on the show this morning, please let us know. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Where every blade of grass tells a story, and every lawn is a legacy. At McMinnville Lawn and Garden, we don't just sell equipment. We partner with you to protect what matters most. From Skaggs' finest zero turns to expert service that keeps your land looking its best. Because this is more than business. This is home. McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where Tennessee pride meets Tennessee quality.
Fall is here, and it's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net. Get ready for fall with Randall Walker Farms, where fall planning begins.
Some call it Pioneer Country.
Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map. It's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Planning an auction? Count on the Get It Done Auction Company. The Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company. In business since 1991, they specialize in residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
Mildew can make your property look worn down. Phil's Pressure Washing can restore the beauty of your home or business with gentle, soft washing. We clean roofs, driveways, gutters, decks, and more. Proudly serving McMinnville, Morrison, Sparta, Smithville, and surrounding areas. Fully insured and licensed with 10 plus years of experience. Call Phil's Pressure Washing today and let us do the dirty work.
Conspiracy theories and more. Welcome back, War Verse 9 through 1. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter.
I'm Reese Moore.
And we are live at Supreme. Now, as always, I'm going to have to get up because you're going to have to tell us your Supreme deals.
Okay. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Did y'all change?
We got the same as last week.
Well, I mean, it is spring.
Well,
and this is like going to be repetitive anyways, but you still need to talk about it.
Well, I tell you what, we don't have, you don't have to get up.
We'll just read okay.
You can sit there and eat your banana pudding. But
it's so good, guys. So good.
The same spring stuff, guys. But next week, because Keisha asked you, "What do you do anything?" I was like, "No, because we're just going to," because you said Little Jack was coming or the sheriff and thing was coming, so it's just going to be more laid back and casual. You'd already went to Mud Bum, so it wasn't going to be the normal
routine. Yeah.
So I said, "No, don't worry about it." And so, but anyway, once again, it's basically just potting soil, herbicide, weed killer, bug killer, hose pipes, spring, just little stuff to storage stuff. So it's the same stuff. But we've got, like I said, we've got the May 1st. So we've got new doorbusters coming up.
Okay.
Keisha had a neat little slogan, "May the 1st be with you."
Oh,
which was neat. That was her idea. So yeah, but spring stuff.
I love that.
Stain. We have a lot of stains. Y'all, Keisha's, we've got a lot of stain move out this week, but cleaning supplies, like 30-second cleaner, the vinyl cleaner, concrete cleaner, but about the same stuff. We didn't change anything up.
And again, I had another question, and I'm gonna just keep repeating this over and over. I had somebody ask me about when is the right time to clean and stain your deck, and because I was like, again, and I was like, well, the good time is like when everything is dry by the summertime, right? Like everything's dried up.
Dry. I mean, like if you do a deck, we talked about this last week. Like I think,
we talked about this is the third time, so everybody open up
your ears. If you do a deck, springtime, you say, let's, I wouldn't do it in the dead heat of summertime, but do it in the fall. If you do it in the fall, if you do a deck in the fall, winter, wait, and then stain it, treat it in the spring.
Yeah. But
I guess what I'm saying, don't put it down today and stain it tomorrow, because it still has to go through it is kiln dried, it's dried out, but it still has a little drying process.
But if they do that in the speedy way, what's the ending repercussions they get?
If the tree of lumber is still super wet, if it's still super wet, what could happen is it's drying out. It could just cause it to maybe not adhere properly. Cause maybe to peel or flake,
or it doesn't stain right.
It just doesn't stain right. Just you're not gonna get the lifespan out of it. I get you want to do it, and then you're done. You don't want to touch it again, but
it's not how it works.
It's better if you can wait. It's better if you can wait.
Yeah. So again, thanks for that and helping me out with that one. We got some comments this morning. Let's just go to these right quick. Of course, Cody Jones wrote, let's all behave on the streets this weekend on Back to the Strip. Keep a watch out for all people walking around the sidewalks. Be safe. Watch all the surroundings. If you see something or somebody, and also keep your eyes on the road. No trouble. Exactly. If there are rules on the road before Back to the Strip, just like Chris Terry said, there's rules then.
Yeah.
Buckle up. Don't drink.
Right.
Again, I know y'all want to blaze your music loud.
Out the window.
Don't be hanging out the window. I will say, as a parent with children, there's a lot of people that walk up and down the side of the roads, and sometimes a kid will, go off, on, not because the parent's not paying attention. It's just, it happens. So everybody needs to do their due diligence. Also, remember, there's going to be no burnouts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't do burnouts. And it's like Chris Terry said yesterday. He goes, well, if you're going to burn out, you just, you can do a burnout. If we see it, you're going to get busted.
Here's your warning.
Yeah, here's your warning. There is going to be police officers on motorcycles and bikes and walking like they did last year. Same thing. And again, it's all about making sure that this event stays safe. This is the 15th annual Back to the Strip. Mm-hmm. And so Mr. Haley will be out there with the bucket like he does every year, doing donations. I will remember this. I forgot to say this morning. If you don't have a Back to the Strip shirt, the best time to get that is at the Northgate Shopping Center between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., guys, because that's when the majority of those shirts, because they get gone. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, yes. Before she only has, by then, when she does them again at 5, there may be 1 or 2 options and only 1 or 2 sizes to choose from, which is a great thing. Yeah. It's a great thing. And also they have sweatshirts and hoodies this year. Mm-hmm. So make sure you get those as well. Cody Jones also said, I meant the police officers. I got you, buddy. Sydney on the Kentucky Derby said steeplechase is coming up, isn't it? I believe next month. Yeah. I just feel like the Kentucky Derby really kicks it off, right?
The steeplechase is in Nashville.
Okay. Kelly, you lost sound. We're on. I see it green. Green means go. And then question for Reese. What would be a good time to plant grass before or after rain? Does it need to be certain temperatures? Something to make seed take hold better?
Well, that would be a question for,
my gosh.
For the nursery person, but I think I can answer that question.
Okay, I can call him if you want.
I've done enough. But obviously soil temperature needs to be the soil temperature needs to be right, Sydney. Yes, obviously if you disturb the ground better, the seed takes. What I like in my pastures and stuff though, like what I do.
Oh yeah, with your pastures.
Like I would do what I call, when I thought I wanted to be a professional farmer, which didn't last very long. I do the method called frost. There's a method called frost seeding. It's called a frost seeding method. And basically what you do, you catch a snow. And if you can get the seed in the snow, like on the snow, and then, because obviously what happens is, what's the snow do when it melts? It goes in the ground.
Yeah.
Right? So that snow, that moisture pulls the seed in the ground. But, but the best time to really plant, I mean, it's just like a tree, Tristan, fall, you see the signs of fall follows for planting. So the best time would be in the fall, because the problem that you run into right now is the springtime, the temperatures, it starts to get dry. Then you have to water it more. You have to fertilize it more, or you need to fertilize it anyway. But
you got to
fertilize. The fall, because what happens in the fall, it'll stay dormant. It'll stay dormant. In the spring, it'll start to germinate. So, but yes, what do you need to do for the soil preparation? It's best. You don't want to just overseed. You need to aerate it. You need to either aerate your yard or basically just kill it off. If it's bad, kill it off. And take a Harley rake or a tiller or something to work the ground up, disturb it, and then seed it, and then seed.
Have you seen by killing it? Have you seen did you ever have to set your grass on fire? Have you seen that?
It does. It works. When you set something on fire like that, it throws all the nutrients back in the seed bank.
Oh, so that's a good thing.
You do a burn, if you ever see something that gets burnt, like say a forest fire.
Yeah.
And when you look back, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years later, you'll see how much more green, because what's in all that seed, all the seeds and everything that's in that seed bank, because the fire throws all that oxygen and nitrogen and everything, whatever the fire chemicals, the smoke and everything, it throws everything in the ground. So it activates that seed bank, and you see everything come up out of it. Yeah, So when you see
that's a good thing.
So when you see people burn field, if you see somebody burn a field or something like controlled burning, they call it controlled burn. What they're doing, they're controlling that burn to obviously kill the bad stuff, but you're trying to activate what's in the seed bank, like the good stuff that's in that seed bank.
Okay. Well, hopefully that answers your question, Sydney. And thank you, Cody. Yeah, sound is fixed now. Good job. Okay. Well, thank you. Now it is time to talk about our community calendar because, again, if you're not on this community calendar, and I apologize, I don't know where I set my mouse at this morning, but you can be a part of our community calendar several ways. You can email us at warrenfirst931@gmail.com. Call us at 931-369-3050. You can also message us directly on our Facebook Messenger as well. But I don't know if you realize this, but yesterday and today, Reese, the Warren County Schools pre-K and kindergarten registration has been going on.
Wow.
That's why if you've been passing the Civic Center, it's been lit up.
Okay.
So, and then also too, at the Park Theater, a band called Close to You. It's the music of the Carpenters, if you're a Carpenter fan out there. That's at 7:30. And something like we were talking about earlier, me and Jackie are going to the Reagan Day dinner tonight. That's a big thing. At the Magnolia. I have not been at the Magnolia Center, and I cannot wait to check it out. Have you been out there?
That was telling me too. There's 2 governors' wives that are running for governor. They'll be there.
Yes. So John Rose's wife and Mr. Frist's wife is going to be there. And I apologize, I cannot remember their name. But also, too, some last-minute people I found out were talking. Scott Desjardins is going to talk a little bit. Tom Davis is going to talk. And that's all I can remember off the top of my head. I know there was a couple more. But, of course, there's only so much time, so they're trying to get everybody in. But the big one, like, I'm excited about is seeing Tim Purchett live. I've seen him on social media. But, if I had a party to go to, like a political party to hype me up for something, he's the best hype man. You got to follow him. Another thing that's going on today, which if you got Hadley with you tonight, McMinnville Saddle Club is going to be at the Warren County Fairgrounds, the lower ring.
Okay.
That is tonight at 6 p.m. They're going to be doing something every Friday.
Oh wow! Because the last time we were here, so every Friday night.
Yeah. And then the Collective Heart, A Beautiful Soul Wellness Walk is always, of course, on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. And then the Warren County, we put it in here, the Spring Carnival at the Warren County Fairgrounds from the 1st through the 3rd. And you can see all the times there. Tonight, they're going to be doing karaoke at Mud Bums. That starts at 7:30. And then tomorrow, of course, is the Back to the Strip. And we've been talking about that. Oh, see, people are calling me now. May Day is tomorrow. I don't know if you know about this. It's at the Black House. Okay. They do this every first, second, or the first Saturday of the month. And then Riders Group is from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. And this is all, what I'm talking about now is all at the Magnus Library. And then Family Game Day starts at 9:30 to 12:30. And again, if y'all haven't seen all the activities the Magnus Library is throwing out there, have you seen it? Been paying attention to it? Line dancing, AI classes, CPR training.
So since it's taken over new management,
they're really like going with it. I love it. The Warren County High School greenhouse sale is tomorrow as well. Okay. A shout out to Danielle Smith and the Warren County FFA group and all them. They do a great job. But that is going to be behind the high school from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then the Warren County Youth Football Cheer League clinic starts as well. And then the Warren County Middle School Football Competitive Cheer Team yard sale starts tomorrow at the Victory Center. That's at the Smart Assembly of God. Oh, then this is the rescheduled, the Young Men United Fish Fry is tomorrow. You remember that one we were all going to go to and it got canceled?
So it did get canceled.
It did.
When is it?
Tomorrow at 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. The men's 3-on-3 basketball tournaments tomorrow at the Milner Rec Center. Again, this is all on the community calendar. So if you guys want to see it, you got to let us know by those 3 things we mentioned. And I'm going to get up and show y'all because I don't feel like putting it on the screen today in a sense. But this is all the events going on for tomorrow. And then it just keeps going and going and going. So it's just always a lot to talk about. And another big event that is going on, the Moose Lodge is hosting their fundraiser yard sale today and tomorrow. So make sure, and all the proceeds that they get from the yard sale help family and children of our community. And then also too, starting today is the ever so exciting news of in Morrison, it's like the longest yard sale.
Okay.
It starts this weekend.
I don't do yard sales, so I don't.
Oh, you don't?
I don't really care.
Walker loves yard selling. Don't ask me why. I'm not a huge yard seller, but he is. But you find some really good finds on that at the end of the day. Before we go, I'm going to double check on the prayer. We're going to do one more commercial break. And then when we get back, we're going to end with a word of prayer and a final thought.
I'll do my final thought.
Okay. Well, this week I've been doing rants all week since Sullins did his on Wednesday. Chris Terry did his. So are you going to do a rant?
No.
Oh, no. Okay. You're going to do a final thought. Good job. All right. We'll be right back with more to come. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Start Ganton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder sugars or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Some call it Pioneer Country.
Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Hi, this is Chris Chalpin, owner of Reddick Brown Ford right here in Morrison, Tennessee. In the nursery capital of the world, you need a truck that works as hard as you do. At Reddick Brown Ford, we understand growers, landscapers, and nursery owners because we serve Warren County every single day. From Ford Super Duty trucks to dependable commercial fleet, we help you haul, tow, and grow your business with confidence. Our team also knows your industry, your season, and your bottom line. So when it's time for your next work truck, don't go far from home. Reddick Brown Ford, proud to support the nursery community. Veteran owned and operated right here in Warren County.
Welcome back, Warren County. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter.
I'm Reese Moore.
And we're live at Supreme Building. Again, Reese, thank you for having us on the show.
We enjoy it.
If you guys have, seriously, if y'all have any questions about, do-it-yourself projects, the Weekend Warrior stuff, to contractors, to just what, the whole, again, if somebody comes back to me with a stain question, I'm going to be like, you need to call Supreme. I'm not going to talk about it on this.
Don't ask me.
After 3 times, it should resonate, y'all. But no, seriously, it's just always been a blast. This whole week has been an amazing experience. I've been super busy. I know Reese has too. And just getting to the Kentucky Derby and back to the Strip. I just cannot wait for these things to
fun stuff this weekend. The weather's going to be good. The weather's going to be nice.
It's really great. But last call on anybody that's got a prayer request. I didn't see any come through, so today we're just gonna give it all to God this morning, and just say a prayer about people traveling, unspoken. I'm trying to think of anything else. We should also say a prayer for anybody that has been a part of the Blessings program with Back to the Strip, or somebody that might need to be a part of that Blessings program. We should probably pray about that too.
Here you're looking. My final thought today for the day, Kelly, is the Joe Damon family. Joe Damon's a very dear friend of mine. Some of his kids and my kids have grown up together. But Joe been a lifelong employee at Ben Lomond. Anyway, he got in a dirt bike accident Sunday, and very bad accident. And Joe's the type of guy. A lot of people, if you don't know Joe, he coached girls. He played an integral part in girls softball for a long time. He coached travel softball, coached the middle school softball team for a long time. He's not one of those guys out there that wants a lot of recognition. You never see he doesn't have a Facebook account, so he doesn't want to be out in the
social media.
That's just not him. His family's not like that. He very involved in the wrestling program here in Warren County. As you all know, the wrestling program in Warren County, middle school, high school, it's one of the top programs.
Really is,
from a sports perspective. Very involved in that. He's very involved in football. He coaches middle school football. But just a solid guy. I mean, if you know Joe, you love him. If you don't know him, you need to get to know him. But anyway, my prayers and thoughts are for him, but for people that are watching that are aware of, or that were aware of his accident. He did come home last night from Chattanooga. He was in ICU he had to get taken to Erlanger. It was that serious. I don't want to say what happened because I don't know the true ins and outs, but all I know is he got in a very bad dirt bike accident on Sunday. He messed his vertebrae, had some damage to that, a lot of structural damage to his face, forehead, jaw. But anyway, I don't want to speak out of turn. But the main thing is be in prayer for him. Next Friday, May 8th, I've got it on my billboard. We've got it on our sign out front. Ben Lomond is doing a benefit lunch for him, barbecue and whatnot. I believe it's at all Ben Lomond locations. Like I said, I'm going to run it on my board all week.
We'll run it on our end.
We'll run it. Maybe Kelly can run it. I appreciate that, Kelly. But so I think it's $12 a plate. But Joe's a good. I mean, Joe's not going to ask for any help. But like I said, he's a really good guy. He's very close to me, my family. I hold him to my heart. I've been checking in on him every day, whether it be with his wife or his daughter. And that was just little Jack Sheriff thing was talking about family and everything. Joe's in the process of building a house right now too. And I went down to the job site yesterday. Just check on things. I mean, there were like 5 or 6. Well, there were probably 10 Ben Lomond employees
already
doing
there.
What they could do to help. I mean,
That's sweet.
Joe's just that type of guy. Like if you know Joe, I mean, people will say, "Man, I love that guy." But like he's very soft spoken. He loves his family. He loves sports. He loves his kids. He loves his community. Loves his job. So, but my prayer is to go out to him, his family. And if anybody does need an update, I could probably give you one, if you don't want to bother. But he did come home. He did come home last night.
Which is a good thing. When you get to come home, it's good.
We weren't expecting that. He had a hard time passing the swallow test. But if he didn't get past that hurdle, there were going to be some – it was not –
didn't look good.
He didn't get to come home. I don't want to say what all could have happened or not happened. But pray for Joe. Like I said, if you know him, if you're in the sports community, you're whatever, just in the area. I mean, everybody knows who Joe is, but just this class act. And like I said, my heart's been hurting for him all week, his family. But I am relieved that he's home. I hope to go visit him maybe tonight, but just maybe whenever he feels like it. But and if anybody else, just make sure you call or check in before you don't just pop in there.
Yeah,
because he's still very tired and sore and wore out.
And he's got a lot of healing, sounds
Yeah, long
like,
road ahead
too.
of him.
Yeah. And of course, Cody Jones, he said he's praying for Joe. He also said prayers for all the community doings all around us, for all the events going on, for all the people's safety, our county, and all the EMS, firemen and state troopers, police officers, sheriffs, the hospital, our nation, Capitol, president, for all running governments, and other things. Wish them the best. All right. We'll make sure you get all.
Thank you for all your comments today, Cody. Much appreciated.
Yeah. Do you want to close us
Yes,
out
I
this
will.
morning? Okay. If you would, bow our heads.
Father God, thank you for today. Thank you for the sunshine. Thank you for the rain. Thank you for bringing everyone together. Just thank you for the community. Thank you for our county. Thank you for the tight family knit people that we all have. Be with everyone this weekend as they go back to the strip. All the different events going on. Just be with everyone and keep everyone safe. Let everyone have discernment and decisions being made. And Father, I just want to pray a special prayer for the Damon family, for Joe, for Leslie, for Huck and Brant, Kaylin and Kai, just all those, because I know he and there's so many family members that are caring for him, loving on him, praying for him. Just we pray that you bring him healing, bring him peace, bring him comfort, because we all know there's a lot of people right now in Joe's corner, and they're going to be there to help in any capacity that they need, just whether it be food or just visitation or just a friendly help, just a friendly face. But we love you. We thank you. Thank you for your blessings, and thank you for the sunshine this weekend that you're giving us. Amen.
Amen. Guys, take care. God bless. And remember, Warren County, you can choose to either be a blessing or a curse. But remember, keep it first. Bye, guys.